field or extra points. Field goals.
We're here in Victoria, Texas, as the Victoria Generals are set to take on the Texarkana Twins here in a 2-game series, this being game number 2. On the mound tonight for your Victoria Generals is going to be Pedro Garcia. So once again, Pedro Garcia pitching tonight for your Victoria Generals. First batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Avery George. So once again, Avery George, the first batter up for the Twins. First pitch of the game coming on the way from Pedro to George, and it's going to be fouled back for strike 1. So 0-1 count here to Avery George. Avery George playing his college ball at Lamar University. Count sits at 0-1. Pitch on the way from Pedro is going to be popped up over to the right side, and the right fielder Thomas Jeffries is going to run under it for out number 1. So after the fly out by Avery George, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Next batter up for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Cam Hill. First pitch coming on the way to Hill. Will be in there for strike 1. Cam Hill playing his college ball at Kentucky University, hitting .361 on the season for the Twins. 0-1 pitch coming on the way from Pedro. Will miss outside, and the count will move to 1-1. So once again, the Generals holding a 3-game winning streak as it speaks right now, trying to make it 4 here against the Twins, as Hill's going to bunt this one over to the left side, but it's going to hook foul, and the count will move to 1-2. Game 6 of a 6-game homestand here at Riverside Stadium. First 2 games, the Generals were swept by the Texas Marshals. The next 2 games, the Generals swept the Brazos Valley Bombers. And then last night, taking game 1 over the Twins. Once again, looking to make it 4 in a row. 1-2 pitch coming on the way from Garcia to Hill. Will be high and away, missing to even things up at 2-2. 2-2 count here to Hill. Keys is the batter on deck. 2-2 pitch coming on the way off. Speed's going to be hit over into the center field gap. This one's going to carry back clear to the warning track as it got into that gap, and Hill's going to take 3 here, and this could be an inside the park home run. There goes Hill around third, throw home, and Hill is going to be in there with an inside the park home run here in the top of the first inning to give the Twins a 1-0 lead. So Cam Hill turning on the wheels and getting all the way around for an inside the park home run, and the Twins now with a 1-0 lead over the Generals here in the top of the first. So after the Hill inside the park home run, the next batter up for the Twins is going to be Jalen Keys. First pitch on the way to Keys is going to be swung on and missed for strike 1. Jalen Keys playing his college ball at the University of West Alabama. As the 0-1 pitch coming on the way to Keys, it's going to be fouled back, moving things to 0-2. Keys hitting .250 on the year for the Texarkana Twins. Twins lead 1-0 here in the top of the first inning after the Cam Hill inside the park home run. 0-2 pitch on the way from Garcia. Will miss down and away to make things 1-2. 1-2 count here to Keys. Batter on deck for the Twins is going to be Colton Kessler. 1-2 pitch coming on the way. Off speed will be high and away, and that'll be strike 3 as Jalen Keys goes down swinging. First strikeout of the game for Pedro Garcia. And the next batter up here for the Twins with 2 outs in the top of the first is going to be Colton Kessler. First pitch on the way coming to Kessler. Will be popped up over to the left side. This one's going to carry back. This one might be over the wall, and it is, and it's going to be a home run here for Colton Kessler in the top of the first inning. So Colton Kessler, the Kentucky Wildcat, sends one over the left field wall, and an inside the park home run by Cam Hill. And now out of the park home run by Colton Kessler has the Twins up 2-0 here in the top of the first inning. Dylan Ditzenberger, the next batter up for the Twins, is Ditzenberger swinging at the first pitch. And this one's going to carry over to the left fielder, Luis Vargas, for out number 3. But the Twins add 2 here in the top half of the first and quickly hold a 2-0 lead. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the first inning. Generals trailing the Twins 2-0 after 2 home runs in the top of the first inning by the Twins. First batter up here for your Victoria Gen is going to be Luis Vargas, the left fielder. Luis Vargas, first pitch coming to Vargas. It's going to be high and away, missing for ball 1. Pitcher on the mound tonight for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Ryan Collins. 1-0 pitch coming on the way to Luis Vargas. Will be fouled back to make things 1-1. Luis Vargas playing his college ball at Mid-American Nazarene University. Count sits at 1-1 here to Vargas. Pitch on the way is going to be foul tipped back as Vargas hesitant there to swing the bat. The ball goes into the net and the count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch coming on the way. Off speed will miss outside to even things up at 2-2. Thomas Jeffries, the batter in the on-deck circle for your Victoria Generals. Two-two pitch on the way to Vargas will miss down and away, and the count's going to move to full 3-2. So a 3-2 count here to Vargas. Vargas hitting .278 on the year for the Generals. 3-2 is going to miss outside, and that's going to be a walk here to start the bottom half of the first. So Luis Vargas is on with a walk here to start the bottom half of the first inning. And the next batter up for the Generals is going to be Thomas Jeffries, the right fielder. So Vargas the runner on first base, Jeffries the batter. First pitch on the way will miss down and away to make things 1-0. So the Twins hold a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Runner on first base, nobody out for Jeffries. Chase Evans on deck. 1-0 pitch on the way to Jeffries will be swung on and belted over to the left side, but the left fielder, Hunter Church, will run under it for out number 1. So after the flyout by Jeffries to left, with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning, runner on first, Chase Evans is going to step in for the Generals. Evans playing as the designated hitter tonight. Collins is going to have a little pump fake over to first, trying to limit Vargas's lead over there, as it looks like Vargas might have the green light to steal here. First pitch coming on the way to Evans. Evans is going to look to bunt, but will pull back just in time, and the count moves to 1-0. One-0 count here to Chase Evans. 1-0 pitch coming on the way. That one will miss outside, and the count moves to 2-0. Chase Evans playing his college ball at Tyler Junior College, as he has a 2-0 count. Pitch on the way to Evans is going to be popped up over to the right side. And it looks like the right fielder, Faulkner, is not going to get there, as it looked like it was going to be a close play over there in right field by Peyton Faulkner. And the attempted diving catch could not happen, and Chase Evans is going to be on with a single. So after the Evans single, runners on first and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. The center fielder, Michael Williams, is going to step in, try and get things rolling for the Generals. Vargas the runner on second, Evans the runner on first. Pitch on the way to Williams. It's going to be down and away, missing to make things 1-0. Michael Williams playing his college ball at Paris Junior College, hitting .364 on the year for the Generals. Marshall Skinner in the on-deck circle. 1-0 pitch on the way to Williams is going to be sent over into center field. The center fielder, Hill's going to run under this one. He can't get there. And Vargas is going to be sent around third base, and Evans is going to be held at third. It's going to be a throw home to Vargas. And Vargas is going to cross the plate for a run here on the RBI double by Mike Williams. So just like that, the Generals get down 2-0 in the top of the first, but quickly trim into the lead. And now runners on second and third for the catcher Marshall Skinner. So runners on second and third after the Williams RBI double. Skinner the batter. First pitch on the way to Skinner will be fouled off towards the Twins dugout for strike one. Marshall Skinner playing his college ball at Northwestern State University. Has runners on second and third with one out. Anthony Jones, the batter, on deck. 0-1 pitch coming on the way to Skinner. Will miss down and away. And the count's going to remain at 1-1. So a 1-1 count here to Skinner. Pitch on the way. Will miss outside once again, and the count moves to 2-1. Marshall Skinner hitting .308 on the season so far with the Generals. 2-1 count to Skinner. Runners on second and third. Two-one pitch on the way is going to be swung on and fouled back to the right side, making things even at 2. So a 2-2 count here to Skinner. Pitch coming on the way from Ryan Collins is going to be hit over into the gap, and that's going to be a base hit for Skinner. And the 2 runs are going to come home for the Generals. And just like that, an RBI single scoring 2 runs for Marshall Skinner. And the Generals back in front 3-2 over the Twins. So a nice hit in between the gap in first and second. And we're going to have a quick mound visit already here in the bottom of the first inning as the Generals regain the lead after the Skinner RBI single scoring 2. Anthony Jones will be the next batter up, and we're going to take a step aside. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds. Once again, Generals holding a 3-2 lead. So after the Skinner RBI single scoring 2, the next batter up for your Victoria Generals will be the third baseman Anthony Jones. So Anthony Jones steps in. First pitch on the way to Jones will be taken in for a strike 1. Anthony Jones playing his college ball at Houston Baptist University. Michael Morris set the batter on deck for the Generals. Still one out here in the bottom of the first. Pitch on the way from Collins will miss outside to even things up at 1-1. One pitch coming on the way to Jones is going to be hit over to the right side. What a fantastic catch made over there by Matt McDonald. Makes a catch, taps the bag. That's a double play. But the Generals regain the lead and now lead 3-2 as we head to the second. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the second inning. Generals holding on to a 3-2 lead over the Texarkana Twins. First batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Matt McDonald, the first baseman. First pitch on the way to McDonald from Pedro Garcia will miss outside for ball one. McDonald making the great diving catch in the bottom of the first inning, rolling the double play. As the pitch from McDonald will be hit into the gap in between left and center. And Matt McDonald is going to be on with a single here to start the top of the second inning. So McDonald on with a single. Runner on first base. Nobody out here in the top of the second. As Caleb Lazzini will be the batter, stepping in now for the Twins. Twins scored 2 runs in the top of the first, but the Generals answer, scoring 3 in the bottom of the first. First pitch on the way to Lazzini. Lazzini looking to bunt, but can't pull back in time, and that one will be in there for strike one. So an 0-1 count here to Lazzini. Second pitch on the way to Lazzini will miss outside, evening things up at 1. Caleb Lazzini playing his college ball at LSU Shreveport. Has a runner on first base, nobody out here in the top of the second. One pitch coming on the way from Garcia is going to be right down the middle. And the count will move to 1-2. Hunter Church will be the batter up next for the Twins. Count sits at 1-2. Pitch on the way is going to be high and away, missing. Making things 2-2. Sixth batter of the game that Pedro Garcia has faced. Count sits at 2-2. Quick time here by the home plate umpire. Once again, game 2 of a 2-game series here at Riverside Stadium between the Twins and the Generals. Generals taking game 1 last night. 2-2 pitch coming on the way is going to be in there for strike 3, and that's going to be another strikeout for Pedro Garcia on the off-speed pitch to Caleb Lazzini. So the left fielder, Hunter Church, is going to step in now for the Twins after the strikeout by Garcia. Runner on first base. 1 out here in the top of the second. First pitch on the way from Garcia will miss outside to make the count 1-0. Hunter Church playing his college ball at Carl Albert State College. 1-0 count here to Church. Pitch on the way. There goes the runner to second, but Church is going to foul this one back to even things up at 1-1. So Matt McDonald over on first base. The runner wanted to steal there, but Church fouling it back into the netting, and things will even up at 1-1. Peyton Faulkner will be the batter on deck for the Texarkana Twins. 1-1 count here to Church. He's going to step back, take a quick time. Generals holding on to a 3-2 lead. Excuse me, 1-1 pitch on the way. That one's going to get past the catcher Skinner on the wild throw by Garcia. And the count will move to 2-1. So the runner McDonald moves over to second base after the bad throw by Pedro Garcia. The count now sits at 2-1. 2-1 count here to Hunter Church. Runner on second base, 1 out. Pitch on the way is going to be fouled back to make things 2-2. Other games around the TCL, Texas Marshals and the Brazos Valley Bombers are also in action right now as we speak. 2-2 pitch coming on the way to Church. Pitch on the way from Garcia is going to be popped up over to the left side, but it'll clear the fence. Being foul. And Hunter Church not making it easy here for Garcia in the top of the second inning. Two-two pitch coming on the way from Garcia to Church. Another time here by Church. Two-two pitch coming on the way from Garcia. Is going to be swung on and missed, and another strikeout for Pedro Garcia as Hunter Church goes down swinging for out number 2. So Hunter Church strikes out swinging for the second out of the inning. And with a runner on second base, the next batter up for the Twins is going to be Peyton Faulkner. First pitch on the way to Faulkner will be inside for ball 1. Peyton Faulkner playing his college ball at Southeast Missouri State University. Has a runner on second base with 2 outs here in the top of the second. 1-0 pitch on the way is going to be hit over foul to the left side to even things back up. So Pedro Garcia tonight, already with 3 strikeouts here in the top of the second inning. Count sits at 1-1. Pitch on the way from Garcia is going to be swung on and missed for strike 2. Big swing and miss there by Faulkner. Batter on deck for the Texarkana Twins will go back to the top of the order with George. So Avery George, the batter on deck. 2 outs. Runner on second base. 1-2 count. Here to Faulkner. Pitch on the way from Garcia. It's going to be swung on and miss, and another strikeout for Pedro Garcia. And the Twins are not going to get a run here in the top of the second inning. And we're going to head to the bottom half. Generals holding a 3-2 lead over the Texarkana Twins. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the second inning. Generals holding a 3-2 lead over the Twins. First batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be Michael Morissette, the first baseman. First pitch on the way to Morissette is going to be grounded over to the second baseman. Throw over to first for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out here from Michael Morissette. After the ground out by Morissette, the next batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the shortstop, Giancarlo Servin. So first pitch coming on the way to Servin will be in there for strike 1. Giancarlo Servin playing his college ball at Texas A&M Kingsville. Parker Osborne, the batter on deck. Pitch on the way. Servin is going to send this one out into the center field gap for a base hit. So Giancarlo Servin on first with a base hit. Next batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the second baseman, Parker Osborne. Parker Osborne, the City Mortgage Player of the Week. looking to keep things rolling here for the Generals with the runner on first and one out. First pitch coming on the way to Osborne will be right down the middle for strike one. Parker Osborne playing his college ball at Rice University. Hitting .289 on the season for the Generals. 0-1 pitch coming on the way to Osborne. Osborne's going to send this one into the gap, and that's going to be another hit for the Generals. And Servin's going to be sent around to third base. Close play at third, and Servin is going to be called out at third on a very close play. But Parker Osborne will be down to second with a double, but Servin will be called out at third for out number 2. So very close play, almost too close to call. But the umpire out in the field saying Servin did not get there in time. And we head back to the top of the order with 2 outs and a runner on second. Luis Vargas will step in for the Generals. Got to give a lot of credit there to the center fielder Cam Hill, throwing that one over to third base to get Servin. As the first pitch to Vargas, off-speed pitch, beautiful pitch there by Collins. Will be in there for strike one. A 0-1 count here to Luis Vargas. Thomas Jeffries, the batter, on deck. Pitch on the way to Vargas. This one's going to get into the gap between first and second, and Osborne's going to be sent home. And this is going to be another run for the Generals here in the bottom of the second inning. So clutch hitting there by Luis Vargas. RBI single scores Osborne, and the Generals hold a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Next batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the right fielder Thomas Jeffries, with a runner on first base and 2 outs. First pitch coming on the way to Jeffries. He's going to miss outside, and the count will move to 1-0. No hits in the game so far for Thomas Jeffries, sitting at 0 for 1. Chase Evans, the batter, on deck. 1-0 pitch coming on the way to Jeffries will be missing inside, and the count will move to 2-0. 10th batter of the game that the pitcher Ryan Collins has faced. Already 6 hits given up by Collins here in the bottom of the second inning. Quick time here by Jeffries. So once again, Luis Vargas hitting an RBI single, scoring Parker Osborne. In the bottom of the second inning, Generals extend the lead to 4-2. 2-0 pitch coming on the way to Jeffries. The throw down to second as Vargas is going to get in there for a stolen bag. And the count now will move to 3-0 here to Jeffries. So Luis Vargas down to second on the stolen bag. And a quick mound visit here between the third baseman Lazzini and the pitcher Collins. As I mentioned, already 6 hits in the game so far for the Generals, and we're only in the bottom of the second inning. Thomas Jeffries with a runner on second base, 2 outs. 3-0 count. Pitch on the way from Collins to Jeffries is going to be in there. Strike one. So a 3-1 count to the first baseman Thomas Jeffries. Or excuse me, the right fielder Thomas Jeffries. Jeffries typically plays first, but playing right field tonight. So 3-1 pitch coming on the way from Collins is going to be blooped up the middle. And an easy stop for the second baseman, Keys. And the throw over to first will not be in time, as Jeffries is going to beat it out at first. Looked like Matt McDonald, the first baseman, had to make a scoop. Not going to be in time. And we're going to have another argument out here in the field as the Twins coach is going to come out and complain the call. But nonetheless, Jeffries is going to be down to first after the close play. So once again, close play over at first base. McDonald having to make a scoop. And they're going to say that the ball was not in the glove in time. And runners will now be on first and third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, as Chase Evans is going to step in for the Generals. So first and third for Chase Evans. Michael Williams, the batter, on deck. Collins is going to throw over to first. It's going to get past the first baseman, McDonald, and the Generals are going to get an easy run across the plate. And Jeffries is actually going to take off for third, as McDonald did not get the ball in time as it hit the fence. And Jeffries, instead of just going to second, goes to third. And the Generals now with a 5-2 lead after the error. So Collins trying to pick off Jeffries at first. The ball gets past McDonald, the first baseman. Vargas scores from third. And then Jeffries goes to second and then takes off for third, as McDonald did not grab the ball in time. And the Generals now with a runner on third base with a 5-2 lead. 2 outs here for Chase Evans. First pitch on the way to Evans will be fouled back for strike one. One hit tonight in the game so far for Chase Evans, also scoring a run for the Generals, as the 0-1 pitch will miss outside, evening things up at 1. So Jeffries is the runner on third base. Pitch on the way to Evans will be fouled back once again, making things 1-2. So Jeffries on third base actually broke the stolen base record in a single season for the Generals last night. Just adding more to that total, as Evans is going to check his swing and go down swinging here for strike 3 and out number 3. But the Generals add 2 here in the bottom of the second inning, making things 5-2 Generals. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the third inning. Generals holding a 5-2 lead over the Texarkana Twins. First batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Avery George, as the first pitch will miss outside for ball one. So back to the top of the order for the Twins, as the second pitch to George from Garcia will be right down the middle for strike one. No hits tonight in the game so far for Avery George. As the third pitch will be fouled off, making things 1-2. Generals adding 2 runs in the bottom half of the second inning. And the count now sits to 1-2 here to Avery George. Cam Hill, the batter, on deck. As the 1-2 is going to go way inside, up towards the head area of George. George thankfully jumping out of the way of that one, because that one could have been bad. Close call there. And that was a fast pitch coming on its way from Pedro Garcia as well. And the count goes to 2-2. Count goes to 2-2. Pitch on the way from Garcia will be fouled off. It looks like the middle of the bat from George. The count remains 2-2. Once again, Cam Hill, the batter, on deck for the Texarkana Twins. 2-2 pitch coming on the way is going to be swung on and missed. And that's going to be another strikeout for Pedro Garcia, his 5th of the game. So Pedro Garcia strikes out Avery George. And the next batter up for the Texarkana Twins is going to be the center fielder Cam Hill. Cam Hill already with an inside the park home run tonight for the Twins. Happened in the first inning, as the first pitch to Hill will be right down the middle for strike one. As I mentioned, second batter of the game. Cam Hill comes up, hits an inside the park home run. Twins took a quick 1-0 lead. As the 0-1 will be high and away, missing from Garcia to even things up. Jalen Keys, the batter, in the on-deck circle for the Twins. 1-1 pitch coming on the way. This one's going to be a bump by Hill, and Garcia's going to run to it, but Cam Hill is going to be on with the single here after the bunt. So another hit for Cam Hill. And the Twins now with a runner on first base. 1 out. And the batter up is going to be Jalen Keys. Keys struck out in his first at-bat for the Twins. First pitch coming on the way from Garcia. 2 Keys will be swung on and missed to make things 0-1. Colton Kessler, the batter, in the on-deck circle. Kessler having the home run in the top of the first inning. As the count sits 0-1 here to Keys. Runner on first is Cam Hill. A 1 pitch from Garcia, right, going to be in there for strike 2. Count sits at 0-2. Here to to Jalen Keys. Cam Hill, the runner, on first. Garcia looks over to first at Hill. Pitch on the way to Keys is going to be high and away. Swung on and missed. Check swing And another strikeout for Pedro Garcia. That's going to be his 6th of the game. So Pedro Garcia striking out Jalen Keys. And with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning, the batter up is going to be Colton Kessler, who had the solo home run in the top of the 1st inning. Cam Hill, the runner on first. As Hill takes off to second, throw from Skinner. Nice catch there by Osborne. What a throw by the catcher Marshall Skinner, just continuing that fantastic season behind the plate for the Generals. And Hill will be thrown out at second. Nice catch there by Parker Osborne as well for the tag. And we head to the bottom half of the 3rd. Generals holding on to a 5-2 lead over the Twins. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Generals holding a 5-2 lead over the Twins. Leading off for your Victoria Generals is going to be the center fielder, Michael Williams. Trying to get things started here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ryan Collins still the pitcher in the game for the Twins. First pitch coming on the way to Williams. Williams looking like he wants to bunt. Cannot pull the bat back in time to make the count 0-1. Mike Williams so far, first at bat with a hit, a run scored, and an RBI. As the 0-1 to Williams is going to be hit up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit from Michael Williams to get things started off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So Michael Williams will be on with the single. And the next batter up for the Victoria Generals will be the catcher Marshall Skinner. So Williams the runner on first base. Skinner the batter. First pitch on the way to Skinner is going to be hit out into center field. The center fielder Cam Hill is not going to be able to run under this one. And Marshall Skinner is going to be on with a single on the first pitch he sees. So Anthony Jones will be the next batter up here for the Victoria Generals after Skinner is on with the base hit. Skinner the runner on first, Williams the runner on second. Third baseman Anthony Jones the batter. Second hit of the game so far for Skinner. First pitch on the way to Jones. Jones is swinging at the first pitch, but this one is going to go over to the right fielder, Faulkner, and Williams is going to tag up to third to have runners on now first and third with one out in the inning. Next batter up for the Generals with runners on first and third is going to be Michael Morissette. So the first pitch coming on the way to Morissette. Morissette's going to swing at the first pitch, foul this one up high and away for strike one. No hits in the game so far for Michael Morissette, the first baseman. 8 hits tonight in the game for the Generals, 4 for the Twins. 2 errors by the Twins, none for the Generals. Bottom of the third inning here, Generals with runners on first and third. 1 out from Michael Morissette. Oh, 1 pitch coming on the way. Skinner's going to take off for second. Throw down to second by Kessler is going to be in time, and Skinner will be thrown out at second trying to steal. So nice throw down to second there by the catcher, Colton Kessler from Kentucky University. And that'll be the second out of the inning. So 0-2 count here to Morissette after Skinner is thrown out at second. Pitch on the way is going to be hit up the middle, grounded to the shortstop. Ditzenberger for out number 3. So we're going to head to the top of the fourth. Generals holding a 5-2 lead over the Twins. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the fourth inning. Generals holding on to a 5-2 lead over the Texarkana Twins. Leadoff hitter here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Colton Kessler, the catcher for the Twins. Pedro Garcia remains on the mound for the Generals as the first pitch on the way is going to be blooped over in between Jones and Servin for a base hit for Kessler. So after the base hit by Colton Kessler, runner on first base, nobody out for the shortstop, Dylan Ditzenberger. No hits in the game so far for Ditzenberger. First pitch coming on the way to Ditzenberger. Will miss outside, making the count 1-0. The 1-2 punch of Colton Kessler and Ditzenberger, both playing in the TCL All-Star game this year. So a good beef here for the Twins, trying to trim into this Generals lead as Kessler is going to take off for second. Jones is going to get the ball over at third and throw Ditzenberger out at first. But Kessler will move over to second. So after the ground out by Dylan Ditzenberger, the next batter up is going to be Matt McDonald. So Matt McDonald, the batter. Kessler, the runner, on second. 1 out here in the top of the fourth. First pitch coming on the way from Garcia. Will miss outside for ball 1. Matt McDonald with a hit tonight for the Twins. 1 for 1. As the count sits at 1-0 to McDonald. Pitch on the way from Pedro. Will miss outside, making the count 2-0. Matt McDonald hitting .310 on the season for the Twins. Among the top on their team in hitting. 2-0 count coming on the way. Pitch on the way, off speed pitch. McDonald reaching for that one. And the count will move to 2-1. So once again, this will conclude a 6-game homestand here at Riverside Stadium. Generals currently sitting at 3-2 during the homestand. 2-1 pitch coming on the way is going to be grounded over to the shortstop. Servin's going to go off the end of his glove. Kessler thought about going home, but is going to be held at third base. Kessler rounding the bag like he wanted to take off. But nonetheless, Generals now having to deal with the Twins having runners on first and third and 1 out here in the top of the fourth. So Matt McDonald, the runner, on first base. Colton Kessler, the runner, on third. 1 out for the batter, Caleb Lazzini. Lazzini struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch coming on the way to Lazzini will be right down the middle for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 count here to Lazzini. Runners on first and third base for the Twins, 1 out. Pitch on the way. This one is going to get away from Garcia, and it's going to hit Lazzini right in the numbers on the back. And the bases now will be loaded with 1 out here in the top of the fourth for the Twins. Bases are loaded in a way to make the count 1-2. Count remains at 1-2 here to Church. So first pitch coming on the way from Garcia is going to be fouled off to the right side for strike 1. Peyton Faulkner, the batter. Twins have trimmed into this lead, and it's now 5-4 Generals. after the missed tag by Servin, scoring another for the Twins. 0-1 pitch coming on the way to Faulkner. Is going to miss inside. Things will even up at 1. So as I mentioned, the Twins scoring 2 runs here in the top of the 4th inning, and the game sits at 5-4. Pitch on the way. Garcia was going to throw over to the shortstop Servin, as the runner on second base, Church, thought about heading to third. And a quick time here by Garcia. Once again, the Twins striking here in the top of the 4th inning, adding 2 runs after the bases were loaded. And the base hit and the missed tag by Servin has things at 5-4 Generals. Pitch on the way to Faulkner will be fouled back. The count will go to 1-2. Quick time here by Skinner to talk to his pitcher Garcia. Peyton Faulkner tonight with 1 strikeout in his only at-bat. And we'll go back to the top of the order for the Twins as Avery George stands in the on-deck circle. Count sits at 1-2. Runner on second base, 2 outs. Pitch on the way from Garcia once again will be grounded over the right side, foul. And Peyton Faulkner making Garcia work for it here in this at-bat. Pedro Garcia tonight, 6 hits given up, 4 earned runs, and 6 strikeouts for the righty from Venezuela. 1-2 pitch coming on the way, swung on and missed, and that'll be strike 3 as Peyton Faulkner goes down. But the Twins adding 2 runs here in the top of the 4th inning to make the game 5-4. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Generals holding on to a 5-4 lead after the Twins strike and score 2 in the top of the 4th. First batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be Giancarlo Servin. So the shortstop Servin will lead off here for your Victoria Generals. Holland still on the mound for the Texarkana Twins, is Servin looking like he wants to bunt, but cannot get contact with the ball, and the count moves to 0-1. Giancarlo Servin tonight, 1 hit and his only at bat so far. Parker Osborne, the batter, on deck, as Servin will bloop this one over to the right side, but it's going to be caught by the right fielder Peyton Faulkner for out number 1. So after the fly out to right by Servin, the next batter up is going to be the second baseman Parker Osborne. One out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Generals clinging on to a 5-4 lead. Pitch on the way from Hollins to Osborne is going to miss outside, making the count 1-0. 1 hit and 1 run scored so far in the game tonight for the second baseman Osborne, as Osborne's going to bloop this one up over to the right side, and once again the right fielder Peyton Faulkner will run under it for out number 2. So back to the top of the order we go after the fly out by Osborne. And the batter's going to be Luis Vargas. So Vargas steps in. 1 hit, 1 RBI, 2 runs scored, and 1 walk tonight already for Luis Vargas. As the first pitch to Vargas will miss outside to move the count to 1-0. 1-0 pitch coming on the way from Hollins. This one's going to be hit right up the middle, right into the glove of the center fielder Cam Hill. So we head to the 5th inning. Generals lead the Twins 5-4. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball here on our Victoria Generals YouTube page. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the 5th inning. Generals with a 5-4 lead over the Texarkana Twins. First batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be number 25, Avery George. Back to the top of the order, once again for the Texarkana Twins. Pedro Garcia still on the mound for your Victoria Generals, as the first pitch is going to go high flying towards the helmet of George for ball 1.
When do you have to have your helmet
So George with one strikeout tonight in the game. So far for the Twins, 8 hits tonight for the Generals, 6 for the Twins. 1-0 pitch coming on the way from Garcia. Will be right down the middle to even things up at 1-1. So a 1-1 count coming on the way. John the Way is going to miss outside. The count will move to 2-1 here to Avery George. Two-one pitch coming on the way. Pitch on the way is going to be in there for strike 2, and the count sits to 2-2 here to George. Cam Hill, the batter, on deck for the Texarkana Twins. Already with 2 hits tonight in the game is the batter on deck, Cam Hill. 2-2 pitch to George. Garcia calls a quick time. Two on the way. Will miss outside to make things 3-2 full. Full 3-2 here to George. Pitch on the way is going to be fouled off. And Avery George running up that pitch count on Pedro Garcia here in this at-bat. Already 68 pitches thrown tonight by Garcia. Top of the 5th inning, Generals lead 5-4. Avery George is the batter, 3-2 count. Pitch from Garcia will miss inside for a walk. And the Twins with the runner on first base, nobody out. So Avery George is on with a walk, with a runner on first base, nobody out. The next batter up is going to be Cam Hill. Cam Hill already with 2 hits tonight and an RBI in this game here in Victoria. 1 run scored as well. Has runner Avery George on first as Garcia throws over to first. It's going to get past the glove of the first baseman, Michael Morissette. And George is going to hustle all the way around to third base on the bad throw by Garcia. And the Twins are cooking something up. Runner on third, nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. So just like that, the game was at 5-2 Generals. But the Twins adding 2 in the top of the 4th and now in danger of adding 1 here in the top of the 5th. And we are a base hit away from having a tied game. So the first pitch coming on the way to Hill from Garcia is going to be swung on and missed by the lefty to make the count 0-1. Jalen Keys stands in the on-deck circle. Avery George, the runner, on third. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Cam Hill, the batter. Pitch coming on the way from Garcia. Will miss high and away to even things up at 1. So the count moves to 1-1, swing and a miss by Hill. And the count quickly back to 1-2. So once again, 2 hits tonight in the game so far for Cam Hill, including the inside the park home run in the top of the 1st inning. Has a 1-2 count over top of him. Pitch on the way from Garcia is going to be grounded in between the gap in first and second. And the Texarkana Twins have tied the game up here at Riverside Stadium after the RBI single by Cam Hill. That will be the second RBI of the night for Cam Hill. And with Hill on first base and nobody out here in the top of the fifth, the next batter up is going to be Jalen Keys. Twins back in it, now tied up 5-5. As the first pitch from Garcia will miss high and away for ball one. No hits tonight in the game for Jalen Keys. 2 strikeouts and his 2 at-bats so far. Colton Kessler, the batter, on deck. There goes Hill to second. Throw down to second from Marshall Skinner. And Marshall Skinner throws another runner out as Cam Hill tries stealing once again. And Marshall Skinner on fire tonight behind the plate. And what an arm Skinner has, and Hill is thrown out for the first out. So Cam Hill thrown out trying to steal. Parker Osborne making the tag over there at second. And the count sits at 1-1. Pitch on the way to Keys will miss high and away, making things 2-1. So Marshall Skinner tonight behind the plate for the Generals. Second time he has thrown out Cam Hill trying to steal. A huge momentum shift here in this inning as things now looking more as the Generals could get out of this inning with no more damage done as the count sits 2-2 here to Keys. 2-2 pitch coming on the way. It's going to be blooped up the middle, right into the glove of Pedro Garcia. Throw over to first. Michael Morissette with the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. 5-5 tied game. And the next batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Colton Kessler. First pitch coming on the way to Colton Kessler. It's going to be inside, missing to move things to 1-0. Big night tonight so far by Colton Kessler. 2 hits in the game, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. There's a 1-0 count coming. Pitch on the way from Garcia is going to miss inside. And the count moves to 2-0. Dylan Ditzenberger, the batter, on deck for the Twins. Twins have tied the game up here in the top of the 5th inning. As a count to 2-0. Pitch on the way. It's going to be popped up way into the sky. Looks like it's lost in the lights. The first baseman, Michael Morissette, is going to run under it for out number 3. But the Twins add a run here in the top of the 5th inning. And now we're all tied up 5-5 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Generals and Twins all knotted up 5-5. First batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the right fielder, Thomas Jeffries. So Jeffries leading things off here in the bottom half of the 5th against Hollins, the pitcher. Chase Evans on deck for the Generals. As the first pitch on the way, Jeffries looking to bunt. Pulls back just in time for ball 1. So Thomas Jeffries tonight, no hits in the game. As the second pitch to Jeffries is going to be in there. Jeffries again looking to bunt. Things will even up at 1. 1-1 count here to Thomas Jeffries. Pitch on the way from Collins will be fouled over to the left side, moving things to 1-2. Thomas Jeffries, 358 on the season for the Victoria Generals. 0 for 2 tonight, looking to get on the stat sheet on the positive side. Pitch coming on the way from Collins is going to be in there for strike 3, and Thomas Jeffries is going to go down looking, and that's going to be a strikeout for Ryan Collins. Next batter up here after the Jeffries strikeout is going to be Chase Evans, the designated hitter. First pitch coming on the way to Evans will be in there right down the middle for strike 1. Chase Evans tonight with a hit, a strikeout, and a run scored. As the 0-1 pitch to Evans will miss outside, evening things up at 1. Michael Williams, the center fielder, stands in the on-deck circle. One pitch coming on the way, off-speed pitch by Collins is going to be in there for strike 2, and the count sits at 1-2 here to Chase Evans. One-two pitch coming on the way. Off speed, Evans is going to get a hold of this one, but it's going to go over to the left side, blooping, just dropping in front of the left fielder, Church. And Chase Evans is going to be on with a base hit. So after the base hit by Chase Evans, Evans will be the runner on first for the center fielder, Michael Williams. Generals and Twins all knotted up 5-5 here at Riverside Stadium. Marshall Skinner, the catcher, stands in the on-deck circle. First pitch coming on the way to Williams is going to miss outside, moving things to 1-0. Michael Williams tonight already with 2 hits, 1 RBI, and a run scored in his 2 at-bats. Could he make it 3 hits here? Guess we'll have to find out. 1-0 pitch coming on the way to Williams. That one's going to be in there, just inside for strike 1. One count coming on the way. 21st batter of the game that Ryan Collins has faced for the Twins, as the throw over to first is not successful in the pickoff attempt. All knotted up 5-5 here at Riverside Stadium. 1-1 pitch coming on the way to Williams. Hollins once again throws over to first base. Evans looking to get a jump, possibly trying to steal over to second. One count coming on the way to Michael Williams. Pitch on the way from Collins is going to be grounded over the right side. That's going to be the third hit of the night for Mike Williams. And the Generals now with runners on first and second, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the fifth. 3 for 3 tonight is Mike Williams. And the next batter up for your Victoria Generals is going to be the catcher Marshall Skinner. So a quick mound visit coming here for the Twins head coach to talk to the pitcher Collins. We're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Once again, runners on first and second, one out here for the Generals in the bottom of the fifth inning. Five to 5 game here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Generals with runners on first and second. Only one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Marshall Skinner, the batter, after the quick mound visit. Pitch on the way. There goes Evans to third. Kessler is not even going to attempt the throw. Nice jump there by Chase Evans. And the Generals with runners on second and third with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. So the Generals looking good here at their odds of possibly regaining the lead. Has a 1-0 count here to Skinner. Pitch on the way is going to be high and away missing, making the count 2-0. So a 2-0 count here to Marshall Skinner. Michael Williams, the runner, on second. Chase Evans, the runner, on third. Pitch coming on the way to Skinner, and he's going to foul that one off, making things 2-1. Marshall Skinner tonight with 2 hits and 2 RBIs for your Victoria Generals. 2 for 2 tonight. Looking to match Michael Williams with a 3 for 3 night so far. There's a 2-1 pitch coming on the way to Skinner, and Skinner's going to pop this one up over to the right side. And the first baseman, McDonald, is just going to make the catch over by that fence for out number 2. So Skinner pops up over to the right side. And the next batter up with 2 outs and runners on second and third is going to be the third baseman, Anthony Jones. He's got Michael Williams on second, Chase Evans on third. 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pitch on the way will be high and away missing for ball 1. 1-0 count here to Anthony Jones. Pitch on the way to Jones, and this is going to be popped over to the right side. The right fielder, Faulkner, is not going to get there in time, and this is going to be 2 runs in for the Generals, and Anthony Jones is heading for third, and Jones is going to be on to third with a triple and scoring 2 runs, and Chase Evans and Michael Williams. And the game now at 7-5 Generals. So what a clutch hit there by the third baseman, Anthony Jones, hustling all the way around to third to get the triple, scoring the 2 runs. And after that, the next batter up for the Generals with Anthony Jones on third base and 2 outs here. And the bottom of the 5th, it's going to be Michael Morissette. So first pitch coming to Morissette after the triple by Jones. Pitch on the way will be in there for strike 1. So the Generals regain the lead 7-5 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 0-1 pitch coming on the way. Off speed, nice scoop there by the catcher Kessler to make the count 1-1. One count here to Morissette. No hits in the game so far. 0 for 2 for the Generals. 1-1 pitch coming on the way to Morissette. He's going to swing and foul that one off over towards the first base coach to move the count to 1-2. Giancarlo serving the batter on deck. Once again, Anthony Jones with the triple, scoring 2. And the game now sits 7-5 Generals. Quick time here by Morissette. "11 hits tonight in the game for the Generals. 7-5. Pitch on the way to Morissette. It's going to be swung on and missed for strike 3. And that's going to be a strikeout for Ryan Collins. But the Generals add 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. Thank you to Anthony Jones for the triple, scoring 2 runs, and we're going to head to the 6th. Generals leading 7-5. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals Baseball here on the Victoria Generals YouTube page. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the 6th inning. Generals now with a 7-5 lead over the Texarkana Twins. First batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be the shortstop, Dylan Ditzenberger. Pedro Garcia remaining on the mound for the Generals. First pitch on the way from Garcia to Ditzenberger. It's going to miss high and away for ball 1. No hits so far tonight in the game for Dylan Ditzenberger, sitting at 0 for 2 for the Twins. 1-0 pitch coming on the way to Ditzenberger. He's going to foul this one back, moving things to 1-1. The first baseman, Matt McDonald, will be the batter in the on-deck circle. This is the 22nd batter of the game that Pedro Garcia has faced tonight. 1-1 to Ditzenberger. Down and away, missing. Count moves to 2-1. Two-one pitch coming on the way. This one's going to be popped up over to the left side, and the left fielder Luis Vargas will run under it for the easy fly ball and out number 1. So Vargas makes the catch over in left field after the fly out by Dylan Ditzenberger. And the next batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Matt McDonald. Generals with the 7-5 lead after scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch on the way to McDonald. Huge swing and a miss to move the count to 0-1. 0-1 count coming on the way to Matt McDonald. Pitch on the way from Garcia. Outside missing, evening things up 1-1. Matt McDonald tonight, 2 hits and 1 run scored for the Texarkana Twins in his 2 at-bats. Looking to continue his hot hitting night here against Pedro Garcia. 1-1 pitch coming on the way. Pitch on the way. Going to be in there off speed. Moving the count to 1-2. Caleb Lazzini, the batter, in the on-deck circle for the Texarkana Twins. 1-2 pitch coming here to McDonald. Pitch on the way from Garcia is going to be fouled back. And staying alive in the count is Matt McDonald. So the Generals concluding a 6-game homestand here as they finish out this series with the Twins tonight. Generals sit currently at 3-2 on the 6-game homestand. As the 1-2 pitch coming on the way to McDonald's going to be swung on a miss, and another strikeout for Pedro Garcia. And Matt McDonald's going to go down swinging for out number 2. That was the 9th strikeout of the game for Pedro Garcia. And with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning, the next batter up is going to be Caleb Lazzini. So Caleb Lazzini, the batter up with 2 outs. First pitch on the way will be in there for strike 1. No hits so far in the game for Caleb Lazzini. Twins trailing the Generals 7-5. Second pitch on the way to Lazzini. Going to miss way outside, making the count even at 1. Batter on deck for the Texarkana Twins will be Hunter Church. So the count sits at 1. Here to Lazzini. Pitch coming on the way from Garcia. Off speed, will miss down and away. Moving the count to 2-1. High scoring game so far here at Riverside Stadium. As the Generals lead 7-5 over the Twins. Generals with 11 hits, Twins with 7. 2-1 pitch is going to miss inside once again, and the count moves to 3-1. Here to Lazzini. Count moves pitch on the way from Garcia will miss inside, and Caleb Lazzini's going to draw the walk here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. So the next batter up here for the Texarkana Twins after the walk by Lazzini is going to be Hunter Church. And we're going to have a quick mound visit between head coach Michael Oros and starting pitcher Pedro Garcia. We're going to step aside for just a quick moment. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds. Once again, the Twins with the runner on first base, 2 outs. Hunter Church will step in. So runner on first base, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. The next batter up for the Twins is going to be Hunter Church. Caleb Lazzini, the runner on first, as the first pitch from Garcia will miss down and away for ball 1. 1 RBI, 1 strikeout. 0 for 2 is Hunter Church tonight for the Twins. Garcia steps off. Lazzini might be over there at first base, giving Garcia a little bit of trouble. Lazzini getting a lead over there, possibly wanting to take off here soon. As a pitch is going to be hit off the glove of the first baseman, Morissette, but it's going to be a nice play over there at first by Garcia for the 3rd out. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Generals lead the Twins 7-5. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. Victoria Generals Baseball. of the 6th inning, Generals holding a 7-5 over the Texarkana Twins. Texarkana Twins, and the new pitcher in for the Twins is going to be Austin Cree. So once again, that's Austin Cree of Central Baptist College taking over for the Texarkana Twins. First batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the shortstop, Giancarlo Servin. So Servin leading things off for the Generals, holding a 7-5 lead in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch coming on the way to Servin will be in there for strike one. One hit so far in the game for Giancarlo Servin. Sits at 1 for 2 for the Generals tonight. 0-1 pitch coming on the way will be in there for strike two. Count moves to 0-2 here to Servin. Once again, that's Austin Cree on the mound for the Twins. Parker Osborne, the batter, on deck. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed by Servin. And that's going to be strike three, and Servin is going to go down, swinging the bat. Austin Cree with his first strikeout of the game. Next batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the second baseman, Parker Osborne. So after the Servin strikeout, Osborne steps in. First pitch on the way to Parker Osborne will be missing down to start things off with ball one. One hit, one run scored tonight in the game for Parker Osborne, as he sits 1 for 2 tonight for your Generals, as the 1-0 pitch will be in there to make the count 1-1. 11 hits in the game tonight for the Generals, 7 for the Twins. 1-1 pitch to Osborne will be in there for strike two. Score update from around the TCL. Brazos Valley Bombers with a 2-0 lead over the Texas Marshals in the middle of the 8th inning. Quick timeout by Osborne. Luis Vargas, the batter, on deck for your Victoria Generals. And the 1-2 pitch coming on the way to Osborne is going to miss down and away, evening things up at 2-2. So a 2-2 count on the way to the second baseman, Osborne. On the way from Cree, will miss down and away once again, and the count goes full to 3-2. Parker Osborne winning the award of City Mortgage Player of the Week. Looking to get something rolling here. 3-2 pitch from Cree is going to be popped up into center field. And this one is going to be easily caught by the center fielder Cam Hill for out number 2. So back to the top of the order we go for the Generals with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The batter up is going to be Luis Vargas. Nobody on base for Vargas. 1 hit tonight, 1 RBI, 2 runs scored, and 1 walk for Vargas. As the first pitch of the at-bat to Vargas is going to bounce off the plate for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch coming on the way. Vargas is going to swing at this one. It's going to go right to the shortstop. Ditzenberger throw over to first for out number 3. So the Generals go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 6th, and we head to the 7th. Generals with a 7-5 lead over the Texarkana Twins. We're going to step aside. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the 7th inning. Generals with a 7-5 lead over the Twins. Pedro Garcia's night is finished for the Victoria Generals. And now pitching on the mound for the Generals will be Jack Woodland from Texas State University. As the first pitch from Woodland is going to be bunted over to the left side. And it's going to be in there for a single. First pitch of the at-bat by Peyton Faulkner. And the Twins with the runner on first. Here to start off the inning. So after the bunt and single by Peyton Faulkner, we go back to the top of the order. Avery George will be the batter up here for the Twins. Once again, Jack Woodland on the mound now for your Victoria Generals. As the first pitch from Woodland is going to be bunted once again. Woodland's going to ground this one. Throw over to first. Nice dig over there by Morissette for out number 1. And the runner Faulkner moves to second. So runner on second base, 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th inning, the batter up is going to be Cam Hill. Hill having a hot night tonight for the Twins. 3 hits and 2 RBIs. And has a runner on second base. As the first pitch from Woodland will miss outside for ball 1. So a 1-0 count here to Cam Hill, as Hill's going to pop this one foul to even things up 1-1. Final stats tonight for Pedro Garcia, the starting pitcher. 6 innings pitched, 7 hits given up on 5 earned runs, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts from the pitcher from Mid-American Nazarene University. 1-1 pitch on the way to Hill will miss outside. And that count moves to 2-1 here to Cam Hill. Batter on deck is going to be Jalen Keys. 2-1 count to Cam Hill. Pitch on the way from Woodland will be right down the middle for strike 1. Count now at 2-2. Two pitch coming on the way from Woodland to Hill, and this one's going to be tried to bunt, and it's going to be fouled off for strike 3. So Cam Hill trying to pull a tricky one there bunting on the 2-2 count, but cannot get the bunt down. And the foul ball on the bunt with 2 strikes means that'll be the second out of the inning. Still a runner on second base, 2 outs now here in the top of the 7th. Jalen Keys will step in for the Twins. Generals lead 7-5. First pitch on the way from Woodland will be right down the middle for strike 1. No hits so far in the game tonight for Jalen Keys. And 2 strikeouts to go on a rough night behind the plate. As the 0-1 pitch to Keys will miss outside, evening things up at 1. Batter on deck will be Colton Kessler. 1-1 pitch coming on the way to Keys. This one's going to be grounded over the right side past the glove of Osborne at second. The runner is going to be sent home. Jeffrey's throw is going to be off. And the Twins are going to get a run here by Jalen Keys with the double. And the Twins just do not want to go away, and the score now at 7-6. So Jalen Keys with the base hit past the glove of the second baseman Parker Osborne. And the runner rounding all the way home. And the game now at 7-6. And the batter will be Colton Kessler, already with a home run tonight. And he is the lead run at the plate. First pitch coming on the way to Kessler will miss down and away for ball 1. So just a back and forth game tonight here at Riverside Stadium. Neither team wanting to give the other one the edge. As the 1-0 pitch on the way to Kessler will be right down the middle for strike 1. As I mentioned, Colton Kessler hitting a solo home run in the top of the first inning. And now he has a runner on second base with 2 outs. 1-1 pitch on the way from Woodland to Kessler is going to get inside. And it looks like it's going to nick the jersey of Colton Kessler. So Colton Kessler will be down to first after being hit by the pitch. And the Twins now sitting pretty good. Runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. And next batter up is going to be the shortstop, Dylan Ditzenberger. Kessler, the runner, on first. Jalen Keys, the runner, on second. Shortstop, Dylan Ditzenberger, the batter. First pitch on the way from Woodland. It's going to be right down the middle for strike 1. So once again, the Twins just a base hit away here from possibly tying the game. 0-1 pitch coming on the way. Ditzenberger is going to foul this one off to move the count to 0-2. Count at 0-2 here to Ditzenberger. O2 pitch coming on the way, missing outside, moving things to 1-2. Rough night tonight for Dylan Ditzenberger, 0 for 3 tonight for the Twins. But he has runners on first and second as the 1-2 is going to be grounded up the middle. Parker Osborne, close play, is not going to happen, and Dylan Ditzenberger is going to be on with the single here in the top of the 7th inning, and the bases are now loaded for the Texarkana Twins. So the Twins refusing to quit and now have the bases loaded here in the top of the 7th inning after the Ditzenberger base hit. And the next batter up is going to be Matt McDonald. As the first pitch on the way to McDonald will miss down and away for ball 1. So Ditzenberger on first, Kessler on second, Keys on third. 1-0 pitch is going to be way inside, almost hitting McDonald. And the count to 2-0. Generals just 1 out away from getting out of this inning. As the 2-0 pitch from Woodland is going to be in there for strike one. Matt McDonald tonight already with 2 hits, 1 run scored, and 1 strikeout. As the 2-1 is going to be swung on and missed to even things up at 2-2. So despite the Twins having the bases loaded, Jack Woodland 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Generals clinging on to a 7-6 lead. 2-2 pitch coming on the way from McDonald is going to miss outside. And just like that, the count moves full to 3-2. So a huge pitch coming up here by Jack Woodland. The bases are loaded, 3-2 count. 7-6 game, 3-2 pitch is going to be hit up the middle to the second baseman Osborne. The bat broken by McDonald. And the Generals get out of the bases loaded jam. But the Twins get 1 run here in the top of the 7th inning, and we're now at a 7-6 ball game. We're going to head to the bottom of the 7th. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Generals clinging on to a 7-6 lead over the Texarkana Twins. Leading things off here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the right fielder, Thomas Jeffries. So Jeffries looking to get things rolling here for the Generals after the Twins add 1 run in the top of the 7th. But leave the bases loaded. And now trails 7-6. First pitch of the at-bat coming on the way to Thomas Jeffries. It's going to be hit over the head into left field for a base hit for Jeffries. First hit of the night for Thomas Jeffries. So after Jeffries is on with a base hit, the next batter up is going to be the designated hitter, Chase Evans. So Jeffries the runner on first.
Thank you.
Chase Evans the batter. First pitch coming on the way to Chase Evans. Pitch on the way will be right down the middle for strike one. Austin Cree still on the mound tonight for the Texarkana Twins. 2 hits in the game so far tonight for Chase Evans. 2 runs scored as well, and 1 strikeout. 0-1 pitch coming on the way from Cree to Evans is going to miss down and away, evening things up at 1. So Michael Williams on the on-deck circle. Jeffries the runner on first. 1-1 pitch coming on the way to Chase Evans. Evans is going to hit this one past the shortstop Ditzenberger, and that is going to be a base hit for the designated hitter Chase Evans. Evans' 3rd hit of the game. And runners now on first and second, nobody out. Here for your Victoria Generals. Next batter up after the base hit by Chase Evans is going to be the center fielder, Michael Williams. So Williams steps in. Michael Williams tonight already with 3 hits, 1 RBI, and 2 runs scored. And we're going to have a quick mound visit here between the Twins head coach and pitcher Austin Cree. We're going to step aside for just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Once again, Generals with runners on first and second. Nobody out as Michael Williams steps up to the plate. So back here in Victoria, the new pitcher in for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Austin Sachet. So Austin Sachet's first pitch to Williams as Jeffries is going to head over to third. And Jeffries will be thrown out at third base, trying to steal another bag for out number one. So Jeffries is thrown out at third, but a runner remains on second base from Michael Williams. 3 for 3 tonight is Michael Williams. Pitch coming on the way from Sachet. High and away, missing to make the count 2-0. Marshall Skinner, the batter, and the on-deck circle for the Generals. Two-0 pitch coming on the way to Williams. That one will be in there for strike one to move the count to 2-1.
Bregman probably shouldn't have posted his little video. He struggled.
2-1 count to Williams. Once again, 3 hits tonight. 3 for 3 is Michael Williams, along with 1 RBI and 2 runs scored as Williams fouls this one off to the left side to even things up at 2-2. So Austin Sachet, the pitcher, and for the Texarkana Twins. Evans, the runner on second. 2-2 pitch to Williams, high and away, missing to make the count 3-2. Bottom of the 7th inning here in Victoria. Generals holding on to a 7-6 lead. 3-2 pitch to Williams is going to be in there for strike 3, and Mike Williams is going to go down looking. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Next batter up here for the Victoria Generals is going to be the catcher Marshall Skinner. So Skinner steps in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Chase Evans still the runner on second. First pitch on the way from Sachet will be fouled off back into the parking lot to make the count 0-1. So an 0-1 count here to Marshall Skinner. 2 hits and 2 RBIs tonight in the game for Skinner. 0-1 pitch on the way. There goes Evans the third. It's going to get past the catcher Kessler. Evans is going to hustle home. This is going to be a close play at the plate, and Sachet is going to tag out Evans for out number 3. Nice effort there by Chase Evans, but could not get to the plate in time. And we're going to head to the 8th inning. Generals holding on to a 7-6 lead here in Victoria. We'll be right back here with Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the 8th inning. Generals holding on to a 7-6 lead over the Texarkana Twins. New pitcher in here for your Victoria Generals is going to be Chris Fearon from the University of Texas at Austin. So Fearon coming in to relieve Jack Woodland here in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch coming on the way from Chris Fearon. He's going to miss down and away for ball one. Batter in here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be number 24, Caleb Lazzini. No hits tonight in the game for Lazzini. 1-0 pitch on the way from Fearon. Will be in there for a strike to even things up at 1-1. So a 1-1 count here to Lazzini. Pitch on way off. Speed pitch will be in there for strike 2. Count moves to 1-2. Hunter Church will be the batter on deck for the Twins. 1-2 pitch from Fearon. Fearon slips on the mound. And the ball will be outside to even things up 2-2. Always scary when a pitcher slips out there. Especially if they lose their footing. You don't want a rolled ankle out here at the ballpark. 2-2 count to Lazzini. Pitch on the way from Fearon. That one's bouncing down and away in the dirt to make the count 3-2. So a 3-2 count here to Caleb Lazzini. Pitch on the way from Fearon will be in there for strike 3. And Lazzini thought that one was outside. That's strike 3. Lazzini arguing with the home plate umpire as he walks to the dugout. Clearly upset. But that'll be a strikeout for Chris Fearon. Next batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be number 30, Hunter Church. So Hunter Church steps in now for the Twins. No hits in the game so far for Church. 1 RBI and 1 strikeout. As the first pitch to Church will be in there for strike 1. Count sits at 0-1 here to Church. Peyton Faulkner, the batter, on deck. As an off-speed from Chris Fearon misses outside, evening things up. Count is even at 1-1. 13 hits tonight in the game for the Generals, 10 for the Twins. As the 1-1 going to be swung on and missed there by Church for strike 2. So the count sits at 1-2 here to Hunter Church. Pitch on the way from Fearon, missing outside, evening in the count up to 2-2. So the pitchers tonight for the Generals, Pedro Garcia led things off. Pitched 6 innings. Jack Woodland came in for relief, pitched 1 inning. And now Chris Fearon, the pitcher, in for the Generals. 2-2 count here to Church. Pitch on the way, going to be fouled off. They're going to say it was actually strike 3, swing and a miss. But the ball was dropped there by the catcher, Marshall Skinner. And Hunter Church will be down to first. With the next batter up, Peyton Faulkner coming to the plate. So Hunter Church, the runner, on first. Peyton Faulkner, the batter. First pitch on the way from Fearon's going to be grounded over to the shortstop, Servin's not going to get a handle on it. And the Twins will have runners on first and second with only 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. So we go to the top of the order for the Twins. Avery George is going to step in with Hunter Church on second and Peyton Faulkner on first. Only 1 out here as Farron's pitch will miss down and away to even the count. To make the count 1-0. 1-0 count. Pitch coming on the way. High and away missing to move the count to 2-0. Two-0 count here to Avery George. Runners on first and second. Pitch from Farron will miss down and away, and the count moves to 3-0 here to George. Once again, the Twins still within striking distance. As a 3-0 count to George will be high and away missing for ball 4. And the bases will now be loaded here with only 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Not the batter you want up next either, as the hot-hitting Cam Hill, already with 3 hits tonight and 2 RBIs for the Twins, will step in. We're going to have a quick mound visit here between head coach Michael Oros and pitcher Chris Farron. We're going to step aside for just a moment. Once again, the Twins with the bases loaded, only 1 out, and Cam Hill will come to the plate. Top of the 8th inning, bases are loaded for the Twins. Cam Hill steps in. 3 hits tonight, 2 RBIs for Hill. As the first pitch on the way from Farron is going to be hit over into the gap, but the left fielder Vargas is going to run under this play at the plate, tagging up, and we're going to have a tied ball game. Heron Victoria as the runner tags up, and the Twins now with 7 runs on the board to even things up. So the sac fly by Cam Hill adds another RBI to his total tonight, his 3rd of the game. And the next batter up for the for the Texarkana Twins. And they're going to say the runner did actually not tag up on third base. We're going to have an argument over here. This is a huge turning point in the game. Once again, Cam Hill sac fly out to left field. The runner came home from third, but they're going to say he did actually not tag up. And we're going to have a huge argument. And I suppose the game is going to go back to 7-6 Generals. So what a huge turn of events here. As it stands right now, the runner is out for out number 3. And what a big call overturned. 7-6 Generals now. And this is a huge moment here, as still the head coach of the Twins is arguing the call, trying to plead his case. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out, and what a big overturned call. And so we're going to head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Generals all of a sudden back on top, 7-6. Heron Victoria. So back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. What a huge turn of events took place here in the top of the 8th. Basically what happened, the bases are loaded. Cam Hill hits a sac fly out to left with 1 out. And the runner on third tagged up going to home plate. But the home plate umpire, or one of the umpires, I'm not sure which one exactly made the final call, but one of the umpires saying that the runner did not touch third base before coming home. And the Generals threw the ball over to third base for the third out of the inning. So the Generals go from the game being tied 7-7 to now regaining and holding on to the 7-6 lead. Bottom of the 8th here, first batter up for the Victoria Generals is going to be Marshall Skinner. First pitch to Skinner is going to be grounded over the shortstop Ditzenberger. Easy throw over to first for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Next batter up here for the Victoria Generals is going to be the third baseman Anthony Jones. So Anthony Jones stepping in with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch on the way to Jones will miss down and away for ball 1. Anthony Jones had 2 RBIs on the triple in the bottom of the 5th inning. As the 1-0 pitch to Jones is going to be fouled back to make the count 1-1. Looks like the batter on deck could be the pinch hitter Dominic Cox. 1-1 count coming on the way. Pitch on the way to Jones is going to be blooped over to the left side. To the third baseman, they're going to say it was a foul ball. And the count moves to 1-2. So what could have been a 7-7 game now sits remaining at 7-6 after definitely the controversial play that just took place in the last inning. And the Generals holding 7-6 lead and a 1-2 count here to Jones. One-two pitch on the way is going to be grounded right back up to the pitcher Sachet for out number 2. So coming in to pinch hit here for your Victoria Generals is going to be number 1, Dominic Cox. So first pitch coming on the way to the pinch hitter Dominic Cox. It's going to miss down and away to even the count up at 1-0. 1-0 count here to the pinch hitter Dominic Cox. Pitch on the way from Sachet will be in there, evening things up at 1. One count. Giancarlo serving the batter on deck. Pitch on the way to Cox is going to be popped up in the infield. And it looks like this one is going to be run under by the second baseman, Jalen Keys, for out number 3. So we head to the 9th inning. Generals holding a 7-6 lead over the Twins. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the 9th inning. Generals holding on to a 7-6 lead over the Twins. New pitcher in for the Victoria Generals. Coming in to close out will be Zach Smith. First pitch of the game from Smith will be down and away, missing for ball 1. So Jalen Keys, the batter, in for the Twins. Zach Smith on the mound for the Generals. 1 hit, 1 RBI, and 2 strikeouts tonight for Jalen Keys. 1-0 pitch coming on the way. It's going to be grounded over to the pitcher, Zach Smith, and it's going to get out of his glove. Smith not being able to hang on to the ball, and Jalen Keys is going to be on first. The Twins once again trying to stay alive here in this ball game, as the next batter up is going to be Colton Kessler. So Colton Kessler steps up to the plate. Jalen Keys is the runner on first. Kessler already with a home run tonight, which came in the first inning. 2 hits and 2 runs scored. First pitch on the way from Smith. The Kessler will miss outside, moving the count to 1-0. 13 hits in the game tonight for the Generals, 11 for the Twins. As it stands now, the game is at 7-6. One-0 pitch coming on the way. Big swing and a miss by Kessler. And the count evens up to 1-1. Dylan Ditzenberger will be the batter on deck for the Twins. 1-1 count here to Kessler. Pitch on the way. There goes the runner to second. Throw down to second by Skinner. This one's going to get off the glove of Osborne and go into center field. And the runner, Jalen Keys, will move down to third. And the Twins will have a runner on third base. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. So the throw from Skinner gets off of Osborne's glove, goes into center field, and Jalen Keys moves down to third. And just like that, the Twins are cooking once again and are just a base hit away from tying up the ball game. 2-1 count here to Colton Kessler, the catcher. Jalen Keys is the runner on third. Pitch coming on the way from Zach Smith is going to be grounded over to the first baseline. First baseman Thomas Jeffries, who moved over to first from right, will step on the bag for out number 1. So Jalen Keys stays put over at third as Jeffries steps on the bag, and the next batter up here for the Twins with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Runner on third base will be Dylan Ditzenberger. One hit so far in the game tonight for Ditzenberger. First pitch on the way from Smith will be inside, missing for ball 1. So a 1-0 count here to Ditzenberger. Twins with a runner on third. 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Pitch on the way is going to be hit up into center field. This one's going to be a close play. Nice catch in center field. Clear down by his feet is the center fielder, Michael Williams, saving the run out there in center. And that will be the second out of the inning. Unbelievably clutch catch out there in center by Williams, having to go all the way down by his feet to make the catch, but nonetheless, Ditzenberger is out. And with 2 outs, runner on third base, the batter is going to be Matt McDonald. Jalen Keys still over on third. First pitch on the way from Smith will be a big swing and a miss by McDonald. So the Twins down to their last 2 strikes, but a base hit would tie this ball game. Matt McDonald trying to be the hero here for the Twins. 0-1 pitch coming on the way from Smith. Big swing and a miss once again, and the count moves to 0-2. 0-2 count here to Matt McDonald. 2 hits tonight in the game, 1 run scored, and 1 strikeout for McDonald. He's got a runner on third base. 0-2 count. The fans are getting loud here at Riverside. 0-2 pitch coming on the way from Zach Smith. Which on the way it's going to be fouled back. McDonald doing a good job there, making contact with the ball. And this game has turned on its head. And with 1 more strike to go here, the Generals could complete the sweep of the Twins. As an 0-2 pitch coming on the way from Zach Smith to McDonald. Will miss outside, is going to get past the glove of Skinner. Close play at home, and it's going to be home for another run as the bad pitch gets off the glove of Marshall Skinner, and the Twins have tied the game 7-7 here at Riverside Stadium. So the count was 0-2 to Matt McDonald. The pitch got passed on the wild throw, and the Twins score a Jalen Keys from third, and we're all knotted up 7-7. So a 1-2 count here to Matt McDonald. Pitch on the way from Smith once again. Bad pitch will miss outside, evening things up 2-2. Even 2-2 count. Matt McDonald, the batter. Twins have tied the game 7-7. Pitch on the way from Smith is going to be grounded over to the shortstop, Servin. Close play over at first. But nonetheless, that'll be the 3rd out. So we're going to head to the bottom half of the inning after the Twins get a run here in the top of the 9th. And we're all knotted up 7-7. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the ninth inning. Generals and Twins all knotted up 7-7 after the Twins get the tying run in the top half. First batter up here for the Victoria Generals as we start the bottom of the ninth is going to be Giancarlo Servin. So Servin will step in. New pitcher in for the Texarkana Twins. It's going to be number 15, Brett Laura from the University of Oklahoma. First pitch on the way will be in there for strike one. So once again, that's Brett Laura on the mound now for the Texarkana Twins. Giancarlo Servin the batter. 0-1 pitch coming on the way. 0-1 pitch going to be grounded up the middle to the second baseman. Keys throw over to first for out number one. So after the ground out by Servin, with one out here in the bottom of the ninth inning, the next batter up is going to be the second baseman, Parker Osborne. So Osborne will step in. One hit tonight in the game for Osborne and 1 run scored. First pitch coming on the way. It's going to be down and away, bouncing for ball one. So the Generals had an 0-2 count with 2 outs in the top of the ninth inning. But the bad pitch allowed the runner from third to score to even things up at 7. As the 1-0 will miss inside, moving the count to 2-0. 13 hits tonight for the Generals, 11 for the Twins. We sit in the bottom of the ninth inning. Luis Vargas, the batter, on deck. 2-0 pitch coming on the way from Osborne is going to miss off the glove of the catcher Kessler to move the count to 3-0. So a 3-0 count here to Parker Osborne. Pitch coming on the way from Brett Laura. That one will miss inside, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk for Osborne to get a runner on first base. So after the walk by Parker Osborne, 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth inning, the next batter up is going to be the left fielder, Luis Vargas. So Luis Vargas steps in. 1 hit tonight, 1 RBI, 2 runs scored, and 1 walk for Vargas, as the first pitch to Vargas will miss down and away from Laura for ball one. Parker Osborne is the runner on first base. Thomas Jeffries the batter on deck. Luis Vargas the batter at the plate. 1-0 pitch coming from Laura will be in there for strike one. And even things up 1. So we're all even at 1. Here for Luis Vargas, the left fielder. As the 1-1 to Vargas will be fouled off back into the night sky to make the count 1-2. One-two count here to Vargas. Once again, the first baseman, Thomas Jeffries, in the on-deck circle. Osborne, the runner, on first, 1 out. 1-2 pitch coming on the way from Laura will miss down and away. Even things up at 2. Things are evened up at 2-2. here to Luis Vargas. Two-two pitch on the way is going to be down and away. Nice scoop there by the catcher, Colton Kessler. As Osborne might have took off for second there. But we're going to have a full 3-2 count here to Vargas. Count is full. 3-2 pitch coming on the way from Laura. Vargas is going to foul this one back into the netting, making the count 3-2 still. Game 2 of the 2-game series between the Generals and the Twins. Generals taking Game 1 last night here at Riverside Stadium. And we're one strike away tonight from taking Game 2. As the 3-2 pitch to Vargas is going to be grounded over the left side, foul once again. So Luis Vargas making it tough here for Brett Laura. And a high hitting game between both teams. 24 combined hits between the Generals and the Twins tonight. Neither team giving an inch. 3-2 pitch coming. Pitch on the way from Lauren. Luis Vargas is going to send this one into the night sky, out into left field, and that's going to be a walk-off 2-run home run for the left fielder Luis Vargas. And the final score here from Riverside Stadium is going to be 9-7 after the Vargas 2-run slam. So Luis Vargas trots around the bases, hitting a 2-run bomb here at Riverside Stadium. Almost a 3-hour ball game, and the Generals complete the sweep of the Texarkana Twins, winning their 4th straight ball game and going 4-2 in this 6-game homestand. Once again, final score here from Riverside Stadium, 9-7. Generals become victorious after the 2-run home run walk-off by Luis Vargas, the left fielder. And the Generals will take a 4-game winning streak into the break. Thank you so much for listening here to the Victoria Generals YouTube page. Once again, Generals victorious 9-7. Thanks to Luis Vargas hitting the 2-run walk-off. We'll see you next time here on the Victoria Generals YouTube page. Go Generals.